Howdy, partner. Welcome to my backyard. It's a new backyard. If you were at the other one, welcome to my new one. Today, I have a message from the universe. It's for you and only you, and you're here for a reason. There's no such thing as coincidence, okay? I am just the messenger of spirit on this day, okay? This is a news bulletin from spirit, and the universe wants to tell you that you need to take the risk or you'll lose the chance. I feel this strongly in my heart, so much so that I was just doing a pick a card reading. You'll see it in the previous video. Part number 3 is what this was all about. But then I got this urge, and I mean urge, like to run outside and to film it in this way as a bigger, more important channeling. And I think like it's a good metaphor because I'm sitting inside of the energy of cringe right now. Like, as I said, I'm in a new backyard. I used to have a rainforest that I could sit in and nobody was watching me except for obviously the thousands and millions of people on the other side of the tube. But now I'm in this vulnerable space where there's apartments all around me and I don't know who's looking out their window and laughing at me. But I'm sitting through the pain and the terror, guys, because the message is bigger than me. And that's what this is all about, okay? You are not pursuing some aspect of your purpose because you're too afraid of what so-and-so is going to say, Sandra from down the street, or Mr. Mistopolis, who's famous and has more followers than me, is going to point and laugh because... No. Who the fuck cares what you do in your tiny speck of your existence except for you? This is all about you. And the thing that wants to be communicated, I haven't even gotten to I've got oracle cards. I will maybe not even use them, but the thing about this that is like wants to be understood from a spiritual perspective is that the reward is embedded inside of the amount of risk that you take. So I was doing this card reading just before. It's part number 3 in my most previous video. And I was hit with this surge of emotion because I was like, oh, facts. Like, this is just truth. And when the truth hits you, it can make you cry or it can make you feel sick. But this one just made me cry. And it was like, all the people that give up on themselves before they succeeded because they didn't see enough evidence of their success. And it's like the people in this world who will reap the rewards of success are the people that have braved through that primal cringe and fear that is shame. As I've mentioned before in a few videos, I've been in a foray into the world of stand-up comedy. I'm only 6 months in, and it's been infinitely rewarding and such an epic learning journey. And a few things that I've learned transfer into this message. The first one is momentum is internal, right? Momentum is a belief system and a choice. So right now, I've done 49 gigs since January, and a lot of them were like pretty dismal amounts of like if you're doing stand-up comedy, you're doing open mic nights at like dodgy pubs where people didn't even know comedy was on, and you look around and you're like, has my life really come to this? Like, did I drop everything for this infinite well of failure that I'm seeing for myself? But you could also say, okay, this is one gig out of the 50 that I'm doing in this 6-month period. I'm going to learn something. I've got a greater purpose and a greater goal, and this sits inside of that perfectly, right? If you're choosing to see the nothing that is occurring for you, if you're not being approved by the world around you, that means that you haven't sought your own approval from the inside enough. Because people who are on a mission, they know They know they're going to succeed no matter what, and they don't care about all the people sitting in their apartments looking as they record a YouTube video that possibly 0 people could watch, but also possibly 1 million, 2 million. We don't know. Okay, the second thing is the universe doesn't care if you stop, if you quit. Do you understand how fucking sad that is? Like, one of the main things that helped me get up on stage for the very first time to do stand-up, because it is primally cringe, like you feel like you're going to die. The idea of like putting yourself out there, suggesting that you think you're funny, having never tried this before, being in a time pressure, all of that stuff enters your body and you're like, I just shouldn't do it, eh? But for me, the thing that got me to get up for the first time on stage was I was sitting in meditation and I was given this image. Bro, guys, it still makes me so emotional. It was just an image of a microphone on a stand and nobody there, right? There was a crowd of people and there was just nobody there. And that's the thing about life and the universe. The competition is between you doing this thing and nobody doing this thing. Because the thing you do is you. Like, in one sense, it is true that if you have an idea and you're not acting on it, like the idea is being dropped into your hands out of the source channel of the universe and you need to do something with that or someone else will. There is that. But what is so much worse than that is that nobody will ever do what you were going to do. Do you understand? Oh, the third thing that I was going to say is that I had a conversation with another girl the other day because I took 3 weeks off comedy because I ate shit so bad one night. So some nights you just bomb, okay, where nobody laughs at your jokes. And it is crazy, dude. You look out at the group, the audience, and like some of them are literally snarling. Like they're like, I hate being subjected to the presence of this person who is talking on a microphone to me right now. And you can see it on their faces and they're not changing how they think of you. Especially like for me, the way I look, like if older men from the Australian zeitgeist see me, they're just like, oh, please do not make me listen to this chick. And I just have to continue anyway because I know like 90% of my gigs go really well and I feel like I'm on fire and this is what I'm meant to be doing. So it's all part of it. But anyway, I was having this conversation with another chick in comedy and I was telling her how I had such a bad show the other week that I needed to take a break. And it was hard for me to bring myself back onto the stage after that. And she said, can you imagine how many comedians give up because of that experience? Great comedians, like people who could have been the next Jerry Seinfeld, you know? And that really put things into perspective for me because like sometimes you need to play out in your mind the version of your reality where you did succeed and this was all worth it. Like sometimes that's the only thing you have. Nobody can beat a person that never quits. And apparently this is what you need to hear today. So I'm going to go into the cards now and see. In the cards we have balance, loss, opportunity, and nurture. And this balance card has some little kids on it surfing. Or they're practicing their balance so that they can surf on a big wave. Now, the interesting thing about surfing is that you can't surf unless you do it on a wave. You can read about surfing, but you can't surf until you've surfed. Do you know what I mean? The momentum of the wave is the place where you find the balance. You don't learn to balance. Well, you can learn to balance beforehand, but that's not really going to serve It's purpose, like the learning occurs in the process. And for some of you, you haven't gotten up and done the thing that you need to do to progress. Like, you can't prepare any longer. This is the time. Go. That particular wave only comes once. It'll be a different wave. You can always try again. But that wave right now, yeah, the sense is that there's a lot of like mental energy and like harvest energy, as in not like positive harvest, like preparing for the future, getting your acorns together for the winter, getting your ducks in a row. But you don't even know what the row of ducks is, like, because you have to collect them along the way. You have to collect them in the process, in the act of doing the thing. You don't even have the ducks. What are you doing? Get up, go. It's like urgent. It's urgency. And continue to feed yourself. Like, the ducks that you do have are those fantasies and those feelings inside of knowing how good it could be if you allow yourself to believe. Wasn't there a time in your life growing up where you looked up to somebody and you were so grateful that they did what they do and that they were who they are? Like, can you imagine if everyone in the world was like, oh, I don't know, maybe if somebody tells me I'm good, I'm gonna, maybe. It's like, if you were going to see a heart surgeon, would you want to come into the office and have him be all humble, like, oh, I don't know if I can really do this, but I've like studied it a lot, and hopefully if you believe in me, I'll do the surgery correctly. You know? Or a pilot who's like, hey, g'day everyone, not sure if we're gonna, if I'm gonna pull through here, but we'll give it a try. No, bro. It's the energy of certainty that you need. You need to be like, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing, this is what it is now, everyone. Jump on board or don't. I don't care. You know? Like, I'm learning to do that. Like, I've done this new YouTube channel. And it's a cringe as leap. Like, we can all agree that it's a cringe leap, but it's not cringe for long, you know? If this goes how I'm gonna make it go, it's not cringe for long. It's only a failure if I see it as that and I give up. Like, the Wizard Liz talks about this all the time. Check her out if you feel inclined. Oh, I feel passionate about this, man. Like, 'cause this is life. This is living. You know, this is the freedom that living grants you. Like, it's the point. This is the whole point of everything that is to become, and is to be in the process of becoming, and to be seen. Trying, dude. Like, being a tryhard is the best thing you can be for everyone. Like, everyone benefits if you be a tryhard. The only people that are suffering are the ones that are judging everyone else who they perceive as a tryhard, because they're not doing what they really want to. Do you see anyone successful looking down and laughing at people who try, bro? I'm pretty sure this has made the point. I don't think there's anything else to say, actually. And just like that, we've achieved the goal. Like, it comes in fast and hot. And that's what the wind that you are being urged to ride, that's what that wind is. Like, catch the wind, catch that wave, man. This is your time. This is your time to do whatever the thing is that you do, and you know it, and you've got to trust in that positive version of reality. That's all you have, is your own trust, and the amount that you trust it is the amount that it will get proven and rewarded, because you create your own reality. Anyway, that's all from me. Thanks for stopping by my garden. You can join my meditation club if you want. It's free. I do these channelings, but for only specifically the people in the club. And that's sick, because there's like hardly anyone in the club right now. But one day there will be a lot. And so you should jump in and get your energy inside of the cards, so we can all live in our highest purpose. Anyway, see you later. Bye.